What is up, my fellow degenerates? It's Sui again, and we're here with another quick Elden Ring build video. Today is going to be pure Arcane. That stat. Right there. That's the stat distribution that I put out. Feel free to make any changes as you wish. I'm pretty sure I can use more vigor and stuff like that. Level 150 is per usual, just to keep it nice and comfy for invasions, or co-op even for New Game Plus. And 80 Arcane to get the most out of that stat for the hard caps. Yeah, that's going to be the stat distribution right there. Now for the equipment, dual Reduvias, or maybe you can say the Redulvia. Yeah. We have them both plus 10, and with nice 7 bleed build up, B in Arcane. Now, of course, sure, there are better options, but personally, I love the dual dagger moveset. It's just real fancy, so that's mostly what it's for. You know, since these things do a nice amount of DPS and a fuck ton of bleed build up, pretty nice. Bloody Helus, or Hellas, I don't know, something like that. Plus 10, it's a heavy thrusting sword that has an amazing weapon art that makes for good spacing and all around good counter damage. Very fantastic weapon with a very solid attack rating, B scaling in Arcane, and 102 blood loss build-up. Yeah, that's quite a bit. Dragon Communion Seal plus 10 just to alter our incantations to scale directly with Arcane, being the main stat. 312 incantation scaling, pretty nice. Armor, Hoslows, because you know this thing is drippy as fuck. Sure, you could say there are some things with better stats, but you know, looking good is better than actually being good. Yeah, that's just the way I see it. Fashion over function. As for the talismans, Godskin Swaddling Cloth to make use of that with the Reduvias. Lord of Blood's Exaltation. Rotten Wings Sword Insignia, and Radagon Sword Seal. Whether you choose to use this is your choice. It's a extra, I believe, 5 to 10% damage depending on what hits you. If you don't like taking more damage, then of course you can respec. So yeah, that's going to be that for the equipment. Now for the incantations, Swarm of Flies, because Swarm of Flies is all around just pretty great. And pretty great, it's a bit of an understatement for anyone who uses this with a, you know, Dragon Communion Seal. You know that the blood loss buildup is amazing, as well as the tracking of it, and it's also a low-cost incantation, so not a bad choice, not even remotely. Blood Flame Talons, pretty fancy, pretty cool, damage is okay. Mostly use it though for the Blood Flame, as Blood Flame builds up even after it has been, you know, hit. It's just a little bit of extra bleed buildup if you feel so inclined, but I'm going to be honest, when it comes to PvE and ranged options, Swarm of Flies is probably the best. It just does so much bleed. It's amazing. As for the weapons and their movesets, Bloody Helus, standard heavy thrusting sword moveset, same with the R2s. Its weapon art is this wonderful backspacing with a thrust attack follow-up and a sweep follow-up if you want to, because of course you can decide what you want to do. You can just do this to maintain spacing, or you can do this, follow up with a thrust to take advantage of counter damage, which since it is a thrust weapon, you do get to make use of counter damage. It's pretty nice. This weapon is, yeah, it's pretty awesome. So next is the dual Reduvias, or as I like to say, the Redulvias. The dual dagger moveset is the main reason why I like to use these two. Because, you know, of course the main moveset for daggers is boring and bland as fuck, so having two of them becomes a real fancy, very ravenous moveset, you know? And of course, the speed with some very solid damage and a lot of blood loss buildup. All around, these things make for excellent DPS. Dual Duvias, or Redulvias. Of course, the weapon art, ranged blood projectile, but does very solid damage and blood loss buildup. All around, pretty good. And that's that for this build video. Alright. Well, hopefully you enjoyed that. Hopefully you found it helpful. Who knows? You might have looked at that and be like, damn, okay, pretty solid, but I can make it better. Or maybe looked at it and it's like, damn, wow, this build fucking sucks. Either or, that's okay. So of course, I do intend to do more of these. There are plenty of main stats in the game, so of course more videos to come, so stay tuned for those. Discord link is in the description, should you feel inclined to join. If you do, that's cool. If you don't, that's also cool. Anything's okay. So yeah. My name is Sui, and I'll go and catch you guys in the next video. Peace.